Is once again putting the word out about a blood shortage here in Connecticut, and they're looking for help meeting the need.
Now, Jonathan DeCasanova from the Connecticut Blood Center joins us now with more information about the shortage and how we can help. Jonathan, we certainly appreciate your time. How serious is the shortage and why is it happening?
Thank you for having me. It certainly is a serious shortage that we are currently happening. Winter historically is a challenging time of year for blood centers, not just here in Connecticut, but across New England in particular. One, we have illnesses with the winter that do increase. And so that might prevent the population from being able to donate. But what we're seeing yesterday, as an example, is weather. And a snowstorm that came by like that is something that puts away operations for a day. And just one day like that, not being able to collect blood is a significant impact on our inventory.
You know, some of those blood drives that had to be canceled yesterday because of that storm, will those be rescheduled?
We'll do our best. We're working tirelessly here in Connecticut to make sure that any blood drives that were canceled, that we can get back onto the calendar right away. And we're working directly with the sponsors in order to do so. We're also working with all the donors. We lost nearly 400 donations yesterday. And so we want to try and work with those donors to get them back in at another site, perhaps across the state, in order to donate. But some of that, unfortunately, is lost in the short term and a big negative impact to our inventory, as I mentioned.
Well, for anyone who's never donated blood before, walk us through the process.
Well, in general, you want to give yourself about 45 minutes to an hour in and out entirely. You'll register. We do prefer appointments, but certainly we will do our best to take walk-ins across any of our blood drives or our blood center in Middletown, Connecticut. You first then will go through a series of questions. You'll fill that out. Once you're done with that, you'll review those questions with the phlebotomist. Then you'll actually do the donation, assuming that you're able to do so. And lastly, you'll do the refreshments. That's the nice cookies and juices that everyone loves to get after their donation. You save lives, and the least we can do is provide you with some good snacks.
And where can people find out about a donation happening near them?
The easiest version is to go to our website, ctblood.org. Individuals can search their local zip code, and that'll give them the best option in order to find whether it's our blood center in Middletown, Connecticut, or a nearby blood drive across the state.
Another question I have quickly for you before we head out is if anyone who's listening right now who might be in charge, of groups or involved in a church and thinking like, hey, maybe we should sponsor a blood drive. Is that easy to do? Like, what's the process there?
It is, and we would encourage those folks, leaders within the community, whether it's a corporation or a church, you name it. We can't do what we do as a blood center without those incredible sponsors that we like to call champions around the state. They're the leaders that ultimately go out to their members, to their networks, to try and encourage them to donate blood. So that is an important relationship for us in terms of those sponsors that we work with. And if there's any groups like that across the state, again, we would encourage them to visit our website, ctblood.org, or give us a phone call, and we'd be happy to speak with them in order to set up a blood drive to help combat these current challenges.
All right, Jonathan DeCasanova from the Connecticut Blood Center, thanks for joining us today.